Good morning all. Now this is our second program in inter-thread communication multi-threading, and now we will see our second program, that is accounting. So in this program what we are doing is that we are creating a class A, and we are defining the predefined value of the balance as 10,000, and we are just showing the messages that if it is no withdrawal from the account, then the before withdrawal the amount is this, after withdrawal the amount is this. So this is what we are going to show here, and that's why we have to use synchronized again, because we are using different messages here of before withdrawal and after withdrawal. So we have to use the synchronize function here. Deposit is nothing but if we want to deposit any money, as we have seen in the previous programs, then we just have to add the balance to the already added amount in the account. And if you want to withdraw the money, then we have to add the or subtract the money, subtract the money from the amount balance in the account. So this is the class in which we want to run. And now let's see the main, that is the CPU of the program. And it will have nothing but it will just have one thread, because it is one thread, not multi-thread. And it will have a new runnable, and obviously it will override the run function because we want to get it done. And object withdraw, we have to give 15,000, because 15,000 is the amount which you want to withdraw. And this will have a thread 2 runnable, so as it is a multi-threading, it will have two runnables. And it will give the reference of 20,000, means 15,000 and 20,000 are the two amount. And after the withdrawal, how this will looks, that means 5,000 and 10,000 should be the output of the program. So in this is inter-threading. We have to creating through threads, overriding the functions, overriding it both the thread, because overriding it one thread will not help it to run. And then we are going to start. Here nothing has been given constraint to sleep the messages, so we are not going to give any gap. We just will give it synchronize, and it will go with the synchronized default speed. So let's run this and see if it is working. It is working perfectly fine, because as we see that it was depositing before withdrawal, it is 10,000 and the amount is shown, and before start and before withdrawal it is again 10,000. So let's get this done. And it's the amount to be built is 13 second, it is coming. Oh, exactly. After withdrawal also it is coming when we go for the second time. After withdrawal also it is coming, and it is 5,000, means 15,000 we have passed it. So 15,000 minus 10,000 is 5,000. So this was inter-thread communication and multi-threading in Java. Hope you have got good understanding of the subject. Thank you. Good morning all. Now in this session of Java Programming Lab videos, we will see our 8th exercise, which is threading, multi-threading. Now in this exercise what we have to do is we have to display the ping pong messages, which will run in 1 second gap in between this. So let's see how this is carried out in Java. Okay, so this is the ping pong extends thread. The threading is something we know that it is a super class, and ping pong thread extends that class. And this is just a public ping pong thread with just a message that will be displayed, that is the pong message. And we have to override the function of run, as we know that we have to override the run function. Now synchronization, as we know that it will have to be synchronized, because if we will not get it synchronized, then ping 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 and pong 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 will come at the time. So in order to get it synchronized in ping pong, we have to synchronize it in a public synchronized void function. And this is a turn, that means it will have turn by term 0101 like that. And in the main class what we will do is we will just have an already define exception as interrupted exception, and we will just create the reference of thread 1 and thread 2, and we will just give a ping and pong message. We are running a loop for 20 times, because we have to give it some constraint, otherwise it will run for infinite number of times. And in the program, it was in the question, it was mentioned that there should be a 1 second gap, that means a 1000 millisecond gap. So we are getting the ping message to sleep for 1 second, and then for pong for 1 second. And if the everything executes, then we will say that application terminates. So let's run this and see if it is working. Let's just run file. So yes, it is perfectly fine. It is ping pong ping pong, the message is showing at a 1 second gap. So this was multi-threading inter-thread communication in Java, and it's a very strong subject to be studied. And this program is quite simple, so we are not getting that idea of how strong can be, because we have already synchronized two messages here. And as you can see that override function is quite important to be used, because it overrides the run function, and it is important. So this was it. This was the inter-thread communication in Java. Thank you for listening.